Howdy everyone. Welcome to a Friday live stream. All right. So the weather reports of today is very silly. It's very normal. It's just cloudy with a chance of depression. I do not like doomy gloomy days. It sucks. It really does suck. So, yeah. Okay. Today we have an important question. What is a woman? Now, this is a question that's been recently a politicized question, and it's a very interesting question that many can't even answer. Okay, many on the people on the side of wokeness, they can't answer this simple question. They will cry about women's rights, but what even is a woman? What even is a woman? It's a very important question that they can't figure out, and it's really insane. But of course, before I dive into that, I first need to check the audio quality. Figure out. And it's really insane. But of course, okay, I think it's really good. Please pardon my terrible manly voice. I never warm it up, so I'm sorry. Okay, but I'll try and speak a bit more clear. So on our news for today, we have quite a lot of stuff, and I don't really want to dive into everything. I don't want to dive into everything. Like, I would love to talk about Bill Murray, but, talking about the 19 virus, but of course, you can't even talk about that now, can you? You know? Amazon appears to have mass deleted over 22,000 comments from the Lord of the Rings of Power trailer. Now, I'm not surprised by this because, once again, a lot of people are really hammering Amazon for what they are doing to Tolkien's work. Sipper Mayam takes part in Pride Parade. Now, this is something very silly. Now, here's the thing. DC and Marvel, all these type of comics companies and stuff, look, they may have good superheroes, they may have good characters, but what's the point of that if they practically just useless now, What's so special about reading this magazine, this comic book? What's so special about it now? DC Comics writer Tom Taylor, obviously it's him. He made Superman's son gay. And the one thing I hate about the DC universe is how they always say, "Oh, it's a multiverse. There's millions of other Earths, and every Earth is just a slight alternative of something else." It's like I'm tired of that nonsense. I'm tired of that nonsense. Okay, here we go. John Kent with proud Clark and Lois looking on. Oh my goodness, this is what comics have turned into. It's like it's not about heroes saving the world. It's about leisure. It's about putting what you want to put in this type of stuff. You know, look at this. Look at him. And yeah, yes, Superman. Yes, oh my goodness. You know, it's kind of disappointing. It is very disappointing to see stuff like this. This is considered the best of the best. Excuse me. It has 11,000 likes, but I bet you most of those people who liked it didn't buy the comic. They don't care about the comic. Okay? It's all for show and tell. You can shove all these rainbow colors. It won't matter. These people won't buy anything. Look at this crap. Climate crap and all that type of stuff. You know? I don't get what the heck they're doing with this at this point. I mean, leave Superman alone. Leave his child alone. Come on now. Enough about this. 103 likes. Okay, here we go. They will never leave us alone. They cannot exist without us to subjugate. And soon, finally, the drains will finally scab over. No matter how much you prepared, it'll find you. There's no way out. I just hope you wait. I just hope we live to see the left the subjugate. Okay. Look, it'll be a long time. Uh, okay. One Piece, no, not 100. 1044 to Action Comics 1044, basically saying that One Piece is better, more like Son of. And now, I get it. You know, okay. Kind of sad that this company used to be great. too bad it's pandering to the a tiny fraction of the population. There are a lot of people who defend these comics. They always say, "Oh, oh, look at the sales. Look at the sales, guys. It's like what, a couple of sales, like a couple of them." And yeah, like literally, the comic book industry is being destroyed by black and white comics. Many of these manga don't have color in them, and all these comics from the West, they're being destroyed. You know, back in the day, writers used their voices for something unique about the characters they were writing about. These days, they have statements that they want to make to use the characters that they write as sock puppets to make them. Exactly. All of these characters in the DC and Marvel universe now, they are just they are just toys. They are just toys, and you basically the writer will put them in different places, and that's it. You know, every character is supposed to be different, but I guess I don't know. And what really annoys me is that a couple years back there was this comic writer or comic I forgot actually what it was or what his name was. He did something uh, in a comic book, and he drew people coming from the border, and well, this gang group, from the, what do you call them? I don't even know what you call them. The people from America, they travel from Mexico, the cartels, that gang. I don't know what you call them, but basically, he drew them in the comic book, and people got offended by that. You know, you need to understand there's double standards even with the comic book industry as well. You can talk about the climate. Okay, you can talk about the climate. Why are they striking for climate? Superheroes are striking for climate. That's just how crazy it is. Okay, superheroes are striking for climate. It doesn't get more crazier than that. But anyways, you know, there's no planet B. Actually, in the DC universe, there's billions of fucking Earths, so it doesn't matter. I mean, these people really just want to shove it in our throats. You know, I'm sure they don't even care about the climate. Okay, like the people who are working for this, they don't care about the climate. Because if you cared about the climate, you wouldn't be working for this company. You wouldn't be doing any of this type of stuff in the first place. You wouldn't be buying all these products or whatever. You know, at the end of the day, no one cares. Not many people really care about the climate. You have to be really, really caring if you care about the climate. Okay. But anyways, enough about that. I'm just saying, it is kind of sad and annoying that they always want to push this. But if you do the opposite, you immediately a bigot. There is double standards. Don't forget. You can shove this down your throats and get praise, but you do the other way around, and you get nothing. At the end of the day, you know, it's a crazy world. Okay, what else? Uh, okay, Disney, Tom Cruise, former Playground Games developer claims Fable reboot team lack people with knowledge about action RPGs. This is something very interesting. I want to work on a couple of RPGs in the future, but I need to know more about them before I make them. Uh, okay. Now, I was reading something in the comments of this article, and a lot of people were having different opinions on this. Okay, let me see the comments. But okay, let's just go over the article. I'm not so familiar with this type of game of Fate. So yeah, a former member of Playground Games revealed the studio had no idea how to make an action RPG when they were hired to develop Microsoft's recent announced Fable reboot. Okay, this Simon Games This Simon created all the game's technical systems, wrote documentation, even undertook comparative research of other action RPG characteristics and the classic Fable games to see the appeal of both. Its prototypes have been both test the game wait used to test game tools and systems. Okay. In the interview with Spanish language news outlet Vandal, from Playground Games developer Fernandez de Semen claimed that the Forza Horizon developer may have been bitten off more than they could have chewed when they agreed to take on the next entry in the popular game series. So basically, you have people who have no idea what they're going to making that game. Okay, well done, well done, well done, well done. I expect it to be a very crazy game. Honestly. Okay, let's read what people are saying. Not much people are interested in this, as you can tell with the comments. Okay, so someone just says, quit Iron Woman. Uh, that's like getting a mechanic to fix your plumbing. Only in entertainment industry uh, can people with no clue what they're working on get employment. Considering the day and age, the message would probably destroy the game anyways. Who would want a woke fable? Anyways, the franchise has gone downhill with each iteration. The second one was the last good one. Not overly concerned. Fable has been blessed with deep RPG mechanics. Okay. For me personally, it's like I barely have any hope for mainstream games. I barely have any hope. Like the ones from Japan are okay, but still, when it comes to localizing it, they have to wokeify it to please, idiots or SJWs basically. You have to wokeify it and shove things down their throats. The players' throats basically, the gamers' throats. You know, it's like, can we just have fun? Okay, now enough about this. Enough about the news. It's been a couple of news articles, but of course, I just want to point out that when it comes to the West, gaming is dying. Gaming is dying. I don't care what people say. Oh, look at one game. No. No, gaming is dying. Gaming is literally dying. Because I can make a list of reasons. In fact, in the morning, I woke up and I was about to write a big post talking about the death of gaming. And, you don't have to be a gamer to understand this, but just like Hollywood, how Hollywood is dying, it's the same thing. First things first is tasteless games. All games have to be so easy. All games have to somehow have microtransactions. I'm sorry, but not every game needs to have a microtransaction. It doesn't work that way, okay? Like a lot of these games just want extra money. Why can't you just charge $100 for your games instead? Why should they buy like extra parts? The games are barely complete. Most of the games are broken. I'm not talking about small glitches here and there. I'm talking about like massive broken games. 90% of the time, many of these games will be broken, completely broken. Uh, Completely broken. So, what do you do with that? Oh no, we'll fix it in an update. When, a couple of months from now? The problem is, it's the fact that there's so much in the gaming industry. It's become so big, and now games are pumped up so quickly. And there's nothing wrong with pumping up games up the wazoo. The problem with that is if the games aren't perfect enough, because every year games would come out. Every year companies would make so many games. The problem is not about that, specifically about making too much games. It's about what's in the game itself. Games are either boring, pointless, and sometimes games aren't really getting that much attention now, Don't get me started on the wokeness aspect of gaming, because gaming has been getting woke for the past few years. Honestly, it's been getting worse and worse, So I don't understand how gaming can survive. Obviously, there will be indie developers in the West to save that, but I don't know how long it'll be, Now it's time to talk about Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh, again, is obviously surprising us every time this year. Daily Wire is completely surprising us, with the movies they're making, the documentaries they're making, and now this. It is going to be a movie, I guess. That's what I've heard. It is basically a Daily Wire original, as you can see over here, coming soon. And it's a trailer, by the way. Matt Walsh basically goes across the world, asks people a simple question. What is a woman? Now you may be thinking, okay, that's just a silly question. Well, in current day politics, it's a very hard question. People cannot answer this question. And it's kind of crazy. how things have changed, you know? The same people who always cry about women rights don't even know what a woman is. The definitions change so much to a point where how do they still defend women if they don't know what a woman is, you know? It's really sad how things have gotten so far, you know? Just a couple years ago, this question wouldn't even be asked, you know? People knew what a man and woman was, but all of a sudden, things just changed. Things just changed so quickly. And what did I do? What the hell did I do? I mistakenly opened two tabs. Just my luck, obviously. But what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is that, what I'm trying to say is that it's very difficult to talk to people like this anymore. We have scientists, you know, scientists. We have these scientists who are so into this ideology. We have doctors who are into this ideology. You know, they are so far forgotten from reality. You know, the world is falling apart. Well, mostly the West, and they're trying to reel every single other country with them. I don't like that behavior. I really don't. I hate when they try and bring every country to their problems. I'm sorry. The West is going to fall, and what can we do about that? I would say that protect your best values and let it fall. Protecting it, I guess people want to conserve it, but what do you want to conserve of the West? You know, yes, the West has some good stuff, but that's it. Technical advantages and medicine are the only good stuff at the end of the day. You know, when you look at all the stuff in schools, do you really want to preserve public schools after the things they were doing? I see a lot of parents, you know, always going out there, sometimes always arguing with the teachers in parent meetings. I get that. But here's the thing. Take your children out. Take your children out because it's totally pointless. It is totally pointless to keep your children in those schools. It's pointless now because you may, you know, get them to teach your stuff, but does it stop them? Does it stop the teachers from teaching their crap? Because the teachers are the ones shoving it down your throats. Did you know that? They are the ones telling children that they're not who they are. They are the opposite. They are the ones doing that. These teachers will always keep coming out of the woodworks because where they're coming from, college. College is full with these brainwashing lunatics. They're gonna come fresh from college, teach your children, teach them all these radical things. Your children will be destroyed. Okay, stop sending them to the lion's den. Keep your children at home. Okay, they rather be less educated than go to school. Because trust me, what education are you even getting in school, anyways? I'm telling you, you'll be much more smarter not going to school than freaking going to these schools and getting brainwashed, you know? These are the same people who love the science, they say. Love the science, you know? Science this, science that. They can't even tell what a woman is. You know, that's how far we've gotten, and for some people, it's like, you know, you're not allowed to talk about it. You just have to accept every single change, you know? When these people flip their fingers, snap their fingers, we have to all bow down to them. It doesn't work that way. It should not work that way, okay? The West is falling. What can we do? As I said, take your best values and get out of there, because the West is going to continue to fall, you know? The best way is for the West to separate completely from reality, which they are doing, completely from the rest of the world. The West needs to separate. How is that possible, you may ask? Well, for starters, first things first, people need to live on their own with their own ideology. Simple as that. That's how I see it. You know, it does seem a bit strange, but for the past few years, what have we learned from these people? Nothing? No, we learned something. These people don't want to live with us. They say it all the time, even on social media. You know, we don't want to live with this person. We don't want to live with those Republicans. We don't want to live with those conservatives. You hear the outcry, let them leave. Let them leave. Let them leave, okay? Let them leave. Let them live in California. Let them live in all these other countries, or well, freaking states as well. Let them like live in their own places. You know, that's very woke, and tell the non-woke people to leave. You know, simple as that. Because at the end of the day, it's pointless living with these people. If they can't even accept reality, what can you do? What can you do anymore? You can't even tell them anything. Okay, you are considered the villain in the story. Okay, Normal people are considered the villains of the story. Did you know that? Parents are called terrorists for what? Wanting the children to learn proper stuff. Children are told to change their genders at a young age. What else? Make a big list of the things that's going on right now in the West. Not just in America, by the way. Plenty of Western countries are falling. There's only a couple of good Western countries left, like Poland, and they're gonna fall soon enough. They can't keep their fate forever because the woke people, they are very much like these parasites, unfortunately. Their ideology is parasitic. They always want to invade every single thing. Control, control, control. You know, I say leave them. They have to live among their own if they want to. And this is just the truth. They want to live amongst their own. Let them live amongst their own. They can play with each other, do whatever the hell they want. You know, let them go. Done. End of story. End of story. A lot of Americans want America to to be divided. You can tell why. You can tell why, because look how crazy it's gotten over the past few years. It's not a slight disagreement; it's a complete disagreement. These people don't want you. They don't like you. So why would you want to be with them? That's the main important question. They treat us like dogs all the time, wishing death upon us. So why do you want to still be with them? You know, if they don't want to live with anyone else with opposing views, fine. Let them leave. Let them have their own stuff, and you all will have your own stuff. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay? And tell me which side will win. Okay? Tell me which side will survive the longest. Okay? Anyways, enough about that. I think that's enough. I'm just saying, I'm sorry if I went on this big rant, but the West has been falling for so long. What else can you do? What else can you do besides talk about it and mention it? Obviously, I don't want the West to fall, but it's happening, so you just gotta accept it. You just gotta take whatever values you want and move to the next civilization. The next civilization better not repeat the mistakes from the West, you know? The best thing is the next civilization to completely just, save the values of good people. Okay? Now, enough about that. I just want to say that, we've gone far from reality if they can't answer what is a woman. Okay? I don't want to talk too much about politics. I really don't. I think we all don't want to talk about politics forever. So, of course, it's time to end off with Babylon B, some funny content. Because why not? I think there's a quiz now as well asking what is a woman. So, let's just say, okay. So, yeah. We have a lot to talk about. Okay. We have a lot of articles. Stay ahead of census. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I am signed in, but on my other emails. Wife gasp causing you to almost get in a fatal accident because video on a phone showed adorable. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. Bill Clinton tested positive for COVID, syphilis, gonorrhea, hepatitis, HIV, herpes continued. Holy crap! People who haven't changed profile picture to Ukrainian flag added to FBI terrorist watch list. Uh, Ketanji Brown Jackson loses 140th consecutive game of Guess Who. Conservative parents remind dancing teens to leave room for, wait, what? Conservative parents remind dancing teens to leave room for Reagan. I don't know what that means. I'll check it out. Miracle. God causes sun to stand still to local Christian, so local Christian can make it to Chick-fil-A before breakfast. Okay. Kindergarten granted PhD in biology after correctly distinguishing boy from girl. Are you a woman? 12 signs to look for. Babylon P writers trying to slowly tunnel out of Twitter jail behind poster of Gina Carano. Do you know more about basic biology than Biden's SCOTUS nominee? Take a simple quiz, I guess. Not so fast. Leah Thomas passed up by swimmer in a dingy. What is that? What is a dingy? Okay. Governor DeSantis signs declaration that the Last Jedi sucked. Senate hearing delayed as Ketanji Brown Jackson has trouble locating a woman's room. In the new Toy Story movie, all toys come to life when parents aren't around. Okay, Biden to get faced on a $1 trillion bill. That's the face they should use. Nation excited for first trans woman basketball player to finally make WNBA watchable. The Babylon Bee has obtained copies of Hunter Biden's Google search history. Finally, Peter Ducey and Jen Psaki announced their engagement. Oh my goodness. Disney unveils exciting new Sodom and Gomorrah attraction. Okay, I've been missing out a lot of articles. Let's read some articles. Okay, first things first, let's read this one. This is very interesting. Okay. Wife gasps, causing you to almost get in a fatal accident because video on phone showed adorable baby goat tumble off a log. Scooby. According to reports, your wife gasped, causing you to almost get in fatal accidents because the video she was watching on her phone showed an adorable baby goat's tumble off a log. Okay, just a very simple, innocent article. Okay. Bill Clinton tests positive for COVID, syphilis, gonorrhea, hepatitis, HIV, herpes continue. Dang, it looks drained. It looks drained up, man. It looks drained. Is this what happens when you hang out with Hillary? Oops, should not have made that joke. I guess I'm next on the suicide list. Okay, Washington, D.C. In breaking news today, the Clintons confirmed that Hillary Clinton has tested positive for COVID-19, while Bill Clinton has tested positive for COVID-19, syphilis, gonorrhea, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis D, hepatitis F to Z, HIV, herpes, HPV, chlamydia, trichomoniasis, cancroid, mycoplasma, genitalium, crabs, scabies, E. coli, the common cold. Oh my gosh, this continues, goes on and on forever. Chickenpox, gladiasis, infectious mononucleus, COVID-20, Epsteinorrhea. Oh my goodness. The Spanish flu, the American flu, the Thai flu, rubella, mono, shingles, genital warts, HSV, NIV, gladius, amoebus, vaginal. Oh my goodness. Vaginal candidiasis, and being in close proximity to Hillary Clinton, an often fatal condition. Thoughts and prayers, Bill. Now, here's the thing. I don't know most of these stuff. But what do I know? I'm not a biologist, okay? I'm not a doctor, so I won't know, okay? I'm not a doctor to answer those questions, okay? Okay? I know some of you may be thinking I'm a doctor, but I'm not a doctor, okay? Okay, Babylon, okay, enough. Guys, I'm on the FBI watch list. The terrible watch list. Guys, what happened? I never changed my profile picture to blue and yellow, interesting colors, but I'm not gonna support Ukraine. I don't even know what's going on. I don't think the Ukrainian president is the best as well. A lot of people are loving him. I don't get a good feeling about him, I sense a bad feeling emanating from him. Okay. Conservative parents remind dancing teens to leave room for Reagan. What does that even mean? I don't know. Let me read. Okay. Franklin TN. What is TN in Tennessee? Look, I'm not an American. I don't know all of these short terms for the states. Local father dance chaperone Dennis Bush has reminded his children that when dancing, they must remember to leave the room for Reagan. Bush reportedly borrowed libido-killing technique from his Baptist friends, who he routinely, I can't even say that, routinely observed telling their own children to reach a large gap when dancing so that Jesus has enough room to. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. No, I get it. I get it. Leave room. Okay. Leave room. Basically, when you're dancing, make some space so Reagan can dance with you. I get it. I get it now. People thought I'm not so smart. Well, I'm not a teacher. I'm not that smart. Sorry. I'm sorry. I can't be smart. I'm not a professor. I'm not a professor. Okay. I don't have a college degree to be smart. Okay. Miracle. God causes sun. Well, God causes sun to stand still so local Christian can make it to Chick-fil-A before breakfast. I never had Chick-fil-A. Obviously, we don't have Chick-fil-A in South Africa. I don't think we do. Before breakfast hour ends, okay. Gibson Falls, CA. Is that California? Meteorological reports indicate the morning lasted approximately 2 hours longer than usual on Thursday. The astonishing phenomenon appears to be linked to local man's belated, can't even read that, belated rush for a Chick-fil-A breakfast sandwich. The Lord has blessed me continually. He had caused the sun to remain still in the sky so I can grab a wholesome and holy breakfast, said Joshua Jasher. Okay. 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 All right now. I'm just a waifu. Okay. I'm just a waifu. Where's the no thanks? Come on, Babylon me. Kindergartner granted PhD. Am I a woman? It's time to do the test, guys. It's time to do the test. Maybe I should do this as a separate video. You know what? I'm gonna leave this for a separate video, okay? Will that be good? Will that be good? I hope so. But then again, I don't know. I mean, I haven't done a quiz video in so long, so might as well leave that for a separate video, okay? I should make a separate video because I have not made a quiz video in such a long time. I've did like 3 of them, so I want to do more. Okay, Babylon, okay. Do you know more about basic human biology than Biden's SCOTUS nominee? Let's take this one. Let's take this quiz instead. Once question quiz. Whoa. Brave American. Okay. Okay. Take the quiz. Give me the quiz. Give me the quiz. What is a woman? An adult human female. I'm not a biologist. How dare you? Ray, I'm not a. Okay, congratulations. Wow, you know more about basic biology than a real life Supreme Court nominee who went to Harvard. How did he get so smart? Did he go to Harvard? Amazing. You know what I did? I basically just ate food all day. That's how I got so smart, okay? But I don't know. I can't be a smart person apparently because I did not go to Harvard, you know? I did not go to Harvard. Okay, enough. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for today. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video. I know I have videos to make today as well. A basically an update for my children's book. I'll do that very quickly, and then I'll do my video on a quiz. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.